good all week. There must be a problem with the batteries, said Himakoo in disbelief. Himakoo Hippo was a large animal. He had always been large. Even at an early age, Himakoo was always bigger than his friends. But this morning, he was disappointed. He had lost no weight. He had been on a diet all week, and the scales had shown no drop in weight. Why can't I be slim like my friends, Cheekio Chimp and Zebgon Zebra? He asked himself. Himakoo took a long look in the mirror. My dear friend Ellezinas Elephant is the only person that is the same size as me. I wonder if she would be interested in doing a diet together. It was Saturday, and there was no school that day. Himakoo, Ellezinas, Zebgon and Cheekio had made plans to go to the cinema that afternoon. Himakoo was getting ready. He brushed his teeth, washed his face and sprayed some deodorant on himself. A final look in the mirror, and then he was gone. Cheekio and Zebgon were waiting at the entrance of the cinema. They had been there for several minutes. Where are they? Asked Zebgon impatiently. Ellezinas always running late, but Himakoo is usually on time. Maybe they helped themselves to another bowl of cereal, laughed Cheekio. That's enough, replied Zebgon, unimpressed. We will give them a few more minutes and then we'll wait for them in the picture hall, said Cheekio. Himakoo was walking quickly towards the cinema. In the distance, he could see the familiar shape of one of his friends. Ellezinas! Ellezinas! Shouted Himakoo. I thought I was late, said Ellezinas, mocking Himakoo. Himakoo caught up and caught his breath. Oh, we're both late, but I'm glad I got you on your own. There's something I wanted to ask you, said Himakoo in a soft voice. What? Asked Ellezinas, frowning slightly. Oh, nothing. Let's get a move on. Cheekio and Zebgon are probably already there, replied Himakoo, his tone sad. The cinema was in sight. Cheekio and Zebgon had already gone inside and were met by Himakoo and Ellezinas. The four friends had watched the film and were on their way out. They kept sneezing and blowing their noses. Cheekio, why did you blow sneezing powder in the cinema? Asked Himakoo furiously. It was just a bit of fun. I did not mean to blow all the powder, but I just could not help it, smirked Cheekio. You spoiled a good film as usual, said an angry Ellezinas. Everybody in the cinema knew it was one of us that blew the sneezing powder. I could see them pointing, said Zebgon as he blew his nose. The film was rubbish anyway, remarked Cheekio. We could not enjoy it for the sneezing, said Himakoo in disgust. I've acted in better films than that, said Cheekio proudly. You act? Name one film you've acted in, asked Himakoo curiously. Cheekio thought for a moment. You know the one with the ship that hit the iceberg? Yes, said Himakoo. When the ship begins to sink? Yes, said Himakoo and Zebgon. When all the passengers fall into the sea? Yes, say Himakoo, Zebgon and Ellezinas. You see all the top hats lying on the water. Yes, get on with it, said Himakoo impatiently. I was under one of those hats, laughed Cheekio. You are crazy, said Himakoo, trying hard not to laugh. Remember, we are going swimming at the pool later, he added. Himakoo stayed closest to the pool, located on the edge of the jungle. It was a short distance, but it still took several minutes to get there, because there was plenty of weaving in and out of trees and bushes. You had to avoid the snakes and other ferocious animals, like tigers. The animal Himakoo feared the most was Lizarov. He was king of the jungle. He was huge and very ferocious. He had long claws and long, sharp teeth. He was very mean and used to pick on anybody who crossed his path. Eventually, Himakoo reached the pool. He placed his towel on a bush and made his way to the poolside. "Oh, that feels great," said Himakoo as he dipped one leg into the pool. Himakoo began to swim. After about 10 lengths, Himakoo got out of the pool to rest and wait for his friends. Himakoo made his way to the bush to get the towel he had left. It was not there. Himakoo looked everywhere, but the towel had disappeared. "I wonder if the wind blew the towel into the pool," Himakoo asked himself, looking confused. As Himakoo looked into the pool, he could see his reflection. But there was also another reflection in the water. "Looking for this?" It was Lizarov, holding the towel in his huge paw. Cheekio and Zebgan were making their way to the pool. On their way they met Ellezinas, and the three friends walked happily in the warmth of the sunshine, looking forward to a dip in the cool pool. "I can't wait to dive into the pool and try out my new goggles," boasted Cheekio. "I'm just going to swim a few lengths and then relax by the poolside," said Ellezinas. "I think I will try the backstroke today," said Zebgan, stretching his legs. The three friends were only a short distance away from the pool when they heard cries for help. They ran towards the sound of the cries and were horrified at what they saw. Himakoo was running back and forth along the poolside. Lizarov was preventing Himakoo from escaping. "Help!" shouted Himakoo in desperation. "How dare you try to run from me, you big hippopotamus!" roared Lizarov. Cheekio, Zebgan and Ellezinas looked on from behind a tree. They felt helpless. Lizarov was a big, ferocious beast and boasted of being king of the jungle. Suddenly, Lizarov surged forward to attack Himakoo. Without thinking, Himakoo turned away and jumped. The only place for Himakoo to go was in the pool. As he jumped, Lizarov just missed Himakoo with his outstretched paw. Himakoo jumped high into the air. Lizarov looked up at Himakoo. The friends looked up at Himakoo from behind the tree. Then suddenly, Himakoo landed in the pool with a big splash. The splash sent the water high above the trees. When the water came down, it fell on everybody. "I hate the water!" screamed Lizarov. Lizarov was soaking wet from head to tail. He looked a terrible sight. His long golden mane was all over the place. He slowly turned around and ran deep into the jungle, passing the others still hiding behind the tree. Himakoo carefully climbed out of the pool and dried himself with his towel. "Where are your friends when you need them?" moaned Himakoo to himself. One by one, the three friends emerged from behind the tree. They were all soaking wet from the water. "Sorry we're late," they said, shaking the water from themselves. "How did you all get so wet?" asked Himakoo, looking confused. "We saw all the action. We are so proud of you. Next time we see Lizarov approaching, we're going to throw you in the pool," laughed Cheekio. The four friends spent the rest of the evening enjoying themselves in the pool.